Welcome to another exciting episode of the Million Dollar Peddlers. I'm Paper Guy.
And I'm Mr. Magazine.
And it's the Hump Day Happy Hour Salute. And what did we have today? We had Springbrook Adirondack Straight Rye.
Oh, all right.
You liked it?
It was better than last week.
And last week was their bourbon. So you like their rye, not their bourbon.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
And shout out to good friend of the channel, Primetime Treasure Hunter, with his live show After Hours. Check it out today. It's a Final Four with his thrift battle with Nurse Flipper versus Yvonne Thrift.
And again, we are not involved again.
Well, what's he going to do? Was it an invitational? He brings us back?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. Why not?
Yeah, it's going to be unlikely we're going to be involved anymore in that. But it looks like a few people are here.
Yeah, we have a few out the box. Looks like Double J Juicy Jeff Norton's in the house.
Wow.
Juicy Gail's Treasure, Juicy Lori, and Juicy Michael. Hold on.
Nice.
Juicy Linda, Juicy Daniel, Juicy Linda's back. Here we go.
Nice.
We are ready.
I think the biggest question... Oop, somebody else come in?
No, you just want to know about your whatnot, please. I know you want to brag. Oh, and Juicy Amazon Seller 99. What's up?
Well, Linda, 26 people were in the feed at the height, so that was most I've ever had in a feed, and
Wow.
I was very, very happy with it. I will go into that shortly, but a couple more people have come in,
Yeah,
and we'll
of course.
talk.
You obviously don't want to talk about it. The
Well, it's not that part of the show.
Juicy putting postcards and Juicy doing it wrong is right.
So today is Prime Day.
Hold on, we're still going. Juicy Tar Heel Picker. How's it going?
Today is Prime Day over on Amazon, and
Yesterday too.
Yep.
Yeah.
And right before the show, you mentioned to me how your sales are on eBay.
Yeah, I said eBay is putrid cubed. At least last time I checked a few hours ago. But I think it's because everyone's on Amazon, because my Amazon is doing pretty well right now, last couple days.
So really curious on everybody out there, if you sell on Amazon and eBay, how your day and your week is going, and if Prime is helping you on Amazon, if your eBay is having trouble. Definitely curious about it. Now, what about the rest of the week?
I think we should go right to the nucleus. Amazon Seller 99, see if his Amazon sales are up.
There you go.
As far as my sales, eBay's been great, but I don't
Until today.
Right. I don't
Okay.
think it's eBay's fault that they're better. I think I've been giving...
Their fault. Why are you blaming them for having good sales?
Because I'm giving my employees better stuff to list on eBay. Whether it's the phones, whether it's sports cards, whatever the case may be, autographs. We're doing well for that reason, not because eBay's doing well. If that makes
Okay.
sense.
And how has Amazon been?
It's been pretty steady. A couple low days lower, but they're pretty steady. I think 2 days ago was really low. So maybe it was as a calm before the storm with the.
Oh, okay, right, yep. Makes
But,
sense.
yeah, I can't complain there. Yeah.
It looks like a couple people here are telling us how their
All
sales.
right.
A couple other people came
All
in.
right,
And
I'm
sales
gonna
are.
keep going with the Juicy, so get used to it. Juicy Michelle's in the house, and Juicy Dawn as well. Juicy Trina's fetal alcohol baby. Should I be saying this? I don't know if I should be saying this. But I guess it's too
You've
late
gone
now.
down the rabbit hole.
Juicy Paul Beagle, what's up? 2,400 on Amazon yesterday. Good for you, man.
Whoa.
That beats me for sure.
Whoa, that's a good
All
day.
sports cards, what do we got going on there?
Wow, that's a good day. Ooh,
And Amazon sells up
2,400.
56% more than typical yesterday. Today's slightly better.
Wow.
Nice, yeah.
Now, my
Right.
Amazon mix of trash.
$5 comics in the
$5 comics,
yeah.
essentially, yeah, more or less.
We have sold a lot of that crap too.
Amazon's okay. eBay the last week has been en fuego and having a very, very good week. And I'm beginning to notice a pattern, and I want to see if this happens. I want you to remember what I'm saying right now.
Okay.
This week is good. And I'm going Wednesday to Wednesday. This
Okay.
week is good.
Yep.
I predict next week is going to be bad. And here's what I've begun to notice.
Mm-hmm.
I list, and you list as well, we list everything at auction to start, and then
Right.
when it doesn't sell, we list it all into the store.
Right.
I have listed very little this week.
Mm-hmm.
I listed a lot a week and a half ago. So
Right.
I had a lot of items ending that I then listed into the store.
Right.
It seems like when I do that, and I get a lot of store things, I do well. So it's almost like if I listed 200 items today,
Yeah.
my sales wouldn't be very good while they're up for auction.
Right, sure.
But after I put them into the store,
Then
it would be
kick-
good.
It kicks in high gear. Sure. Yeah. Definitely.
So that
yeah.
seems to be what's happening for me, and I'm going to follow it. If next week I'm telling you that sales are putrid squared, then that's what we kind of have to believe is going on.
But I think it's those buyers that are waiting through the auction. If it gets no bids, like, oh, I'm
Yeah,
going to make an offer.
but I take offers on
that's
auctions
true.
too,
You do.
so I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe people aren't used to it, or they're afraid to make the offer on it or something. I don't know.
Could be.
So,
But we do have Juicy Michael Sanborn in the house, and let's see, Juicy Popeye as well.
so hey Popeye, how are you doing on Whatnot? Is your sorry? Well, mine will be. That's just my guess. I'm just
He's Kreskin.
hopefully I just jinxed myself, and they're really good next week. That would be great.
Well, putrid squared is better than putrid cubed.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true.
You're smart. You don't have to think about that.
No, I did have to think about that. That shot of straight right did a little something to me. Just wondering if everybody else, how your sales are going, though, overall. A couple people have shared with us, and we definitely do appreciate it. Well, everybody else is chiming in with their sales. Any buys?
Let's see. I did buy an autographed baseball collection today, about 50 baseballs from my cousin. He's moving to a smaller house, so apparently that box of 50 baseballs is really, going to cause
He's
a lot
moving
of
from
grief.
a 1,200 square foot
Yeah.
to a 1,196 square foot
Exactly,
house,
so-
and he needs to get rid of that.
He had a couple bats and stuff, but yeah, he got them all the autographs from us or through shows over the years, so we know they're legit. And I did score that big Disney snow globe deal. A lady, literally a mile up the road from my shop, came in. 330 Disney snow globes, a lot of same quantities and stuff, but they got a lot of the big ones. They're all in the box from the Disney store. So Tuesday I'm gonna load up the box truck and find a few pallets and fill them up.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Can't argue with that.
Although you're not supposed to be filling up your pallets, you're supposed to be filling up other people's living rooms.
That's it's just a start.
A few other people have come in.
Popeye's
here.
doing well. Good for you. Oh, and we got
Okay, it's good to hear Popeye.
we got Double J Juicy Jiminy Flippin'.
Nice. Hey, Jiminy did stop into my Whatnot, the mysterious Whatnot, which I'll tell you about in a little bit.
Oh, nice. Always something going on
I
there.
think I'm just going to stop auction nose views since they started pushing promoted listings on auctions. Wow. Huh.
It's a tough one.
Yeah, it's again, we just do auctions to start with because every once in a while something or other takes off that we don't have any idea is going to take off. So I figure it's worth doing it that way, and I've been doing it long enough.
Seems
But
to work for me,
yeah,
and eliminates duplicate listings, which that was the reason we started years and years ago, anyways.
becoming steady, so that's good. Yeah. And the last June was my 5th worst June ever. July is actually not bad, so that's a positive thing. My sales have stopped around the 11th or 12th, and I'm blessed to get anything until 23rd. That's interesting. I will have to monitor that because I don't really look at my things on days of the month like that. But maybe I'll have to do that as well. Kind of see if I notice that.
Don's in the house. What's going on, buddy?
A couple of others. A little bit more on my sales. 1 item on $1 Million Peddlers, 2 items on Etsy, and Papergoy.com got 1 order with 3 items.
You're beating me.
Papergoy.com. A couple of purchases that I had. Hopefully everybody did see the Monday bonus haul video. People were giving things away at the flea market.
Nice.
The guy that usually has dollar items had, the paper garbage bags? Or not garbage bags, paper grocery bags?
Yeah.
He said, well, here's my deal today. $1 each, or you can fill this grocery bag for $5. So I filled the grocery bag for $5. Then he comes up to me and goes, would you be interested in the rest? I go, nope. He goes, I haven't even told you the price. I said, I don't care if you tell me $4. I'm not taking the rest of it.
I was going to say free, no.
He started laughing on that. A few other things over here. I ended up, church sale just up the road. I didn't even know about it. I was driving back from my day job and saw it, headed over there. Picked up a watercolor painting that's worth about $450 for $50. So got that. I got to figure out how to get that listed.
Did you put it back down, or did you pick it up and buy it?
I actually purchased it too.
Nice.
I not only picked it up, I purchased it.
Good for you.
Did go out to the hoity-toity area, the Pitts Fed sale.
Nice.
Fill a bag for $10. I just kind of got stuff just because you got to buy the bag before you come in.
Well, their taxes are higher out there, so they should charge double for the bag. Honestly.
Yeah, so did end up filling that, not a whole heck of a lot. Oh, and then we were talking about the garage.
Oh, yes. You saw it?
No, I've not seen it. The lady actually called me at my day job, said, I'm heading out there. I wasn't expecting to, but I wasn't able to get away that day. It's open to the public Friday and Saturday. So
Okay.
I'll probably, my day job has me really, really close on Friday, so I may stop by on Friday because Saturday we have something to do also.
It is true. We are going to the local comic show.
Yep, it's Empire Comic Fest or something or other like that. So maybe pick up some nice comics for the
Yeah.
Mysterious Whatnot auctions.
Yeah, why not?
We shall see. Yeah, why not whatnot?
Okay. Local Juicy Joe Losey's in the house. What's going on?
It's always a fun show, Joe. Strap yourself in.
Tom Clooney as well. We're going to go with the Amazon seller right now.
We'll be buying season because everyone will be bankrupt and broke.
Very
wow.
true.
Wow, Amazon, you
Yeah.
are.
Very true. Yeah.
Well, that's some happy thoughts
Yeah.
there.
Housing and interest rates.
Wow. Stopped a few eBay promoted listings I had. Oh, wow. You know what it might be? It might be because you showed action on the items, and the fact that you're doing anything on the items could
Yeah.
have triggered the algorithm to think that there's something new about it. Who knows? Who knows? If it's not 40 below, it's 40 above when I live here.
Nice.
Nice. Gas prices going down quickly. If it continues falling, sales should pick up for everyone. That's true.
Yeah.
That is true. Although what we have 9.1%, the highest since 1981 or 78 or something. Crazy.
Yeah.
Couple of other things. I actually bought, the local auction house had a online only sale. I ended up buying one magazine. We're going to see if you've ever had it before, Mr. Magazine.
Okay.
Ken Magazine.
Ken. Is it pertaining to like Barbie and Ken?
No. It's a
Then
1930s.
I don't think I've had it.
It's oversized.
Should have known.
Oversized 1920s and 30s magazine. 30s, I think.
All right.
First issue, I paid $10 for it at the auction.
Cool.
But I've had it before, so.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Good. We'll get into my mysterious whatnot auctions here in a few minutes here. And then I ended up getting another. I had gone on estatesales.net, and one of the local auction, like I guess it's out of Florida, but somehow or other they had gotten a consignment for an auction up here.
Okay.
It's a Florida auction house, and
That's weird.
yeah, local pickup, blah blah blah. I ended up winning one lot of things for $55, and I got to go pick it up on Tuesday. No big deal. I'm going to pay cash, pick it up Tuesday, et cetera, et cetera. But when I was looking on their site after I had purchased it, I could get it shipped to me. Shipping starts at $25 a lot with shipping and handling. And people complain about your shipping costs.
Yeah,
And this
I mean,
place has
like,
$25 a lot starting
Crazy.
to ship things
Crazy.
out. Now, I don't know if they cut you a deal if you buy like 5 lots, if it's 125 plus, or if they
Right.
cut you a break on it. I don't know. It
crazy.
might just be a minimum $25 shipping. I don't know.
Well, every time lately I've been buying laundry parts for the laundromat. Shipping's minimum $20, even if it's for like a little bag of parts. $20 minimum.
For
Yeah,
shipping?
and they're shipping from New York.
Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Wow.
Everyone's getting in on it, in on the take.
Well, one thing that I've noticed in my day job when you talk to people is a lot of suppliers in the past have done what they call gas surcharge, and they throw a gas surcharge
Right.
on stuff, 10%
My
gas
landscaper
surcharge.
does that now. Yeah.
But the crazy thing is when the gas prices go down, they're real slow at taking that
Yeah,
gas
right.
surcharge off, and they're
Exactly,
still
yeah.
charging the extra 10% for quite a while afterwards.
Very true.
They forget that that's gone
Yeah.
down. We may, or we probably will have, this is going to be complete news to you.
Okay.
We may have a special guest this weekend, a special
Oh.
show.
Okay.
Dan Fogel, who has written
Ooh.
the comic book Underground Price Guide, is coming into town, and I'm friends with him. And he has agreed to be on the show. I've got to talk to him. He's got a buddy he wants to bring on as well, like as a to calm him down, and got a lot of good stories and stuff like
Cool.
that. Random Neighborhood Kid and I were figuring out the logistics because you and I are kind of jammed in here anyway, but we
Yeah.
think we figured out how we're going to be able to do it. And I, of course, have to talk to him and get his permission if we're going to do it live. We might do it live. We're not certain yet now, but I think that would be a lot of fun. But definitely do look, if you all of a sudden see a live pop-up show from us, that's what it would be. It would be with Dan Fogel on Sunday. So if you're a comic book fan, it'd be really, really good because he is the world's foremost expert on underground comic books. And I know in the past, we've talked, and some of the comic books he's owned unbelievable collections that he's come across in the past. So that should be a lot of
Is
fun.
he going to the comic show?
Yeah,
Is
he's
that
setting
it?
up at the comic show.
Oh, very cool.
Yep. Oh, Jeff knows him. There you go. Yeah, he's a great guy. Yep, he's got some great stories, and I don't want to spoil any of them, but it should be a lot of fun. I'm going to talk to him a little bit beforehand and say, hey, you did tell me this story. Would you be willing to repeat it? That kind of deal. And I'm sure we'll get to the inside scoop on a whole bunch of people, so it should be a lot of fun on that over there. So do look for that. We'll head on into Glitch of the Week.
Okay.
Oh, we used my minimum bid 7-day auction and people started bidding on eBay. Yeah, there you go. It is kind of crazy. Everybody's right. It is a crazy site. So, glitches of the week. We got a whole bunch of them this week. I don't know where to start at. Whatnot, on my comic auction, kicked me out of my own auction again. But here's the crazy thing. I had like 11 people in the comic auction, and all of a sudden it kicks me and everybody out, and 4 people ended up coming back.
Wow.
So that kind of hurt the sales a little bit over there. I love the concept of the site, but they do have a lot of glitches on that
They
site.
can't rename themselves GlitchNet, that's for sure.
Yeah, right? And I know somebody or other has mentioned to me that you can put things in order with the number and then a period, and it'll put things in order. Didn't work. I tried it, did not work. It's still in whatever random order it wants. And split screen StreamYard for folks that aren't in the same space. We would be in the same space. Yeah, we were trying to figure out how to do that, but we would actually be here. And we were trying to figure out the logistics. You know, could we have another computer set up? Could we? But I think we're going to just all be over here.
Daniel, you and me both, buddy. You and me both.
But the number 2 glitch of the week, when I went on eBay, my antivirus multiple times kept securing a threat on the homepage of eBay.
Wow.
That's always fun when it's like, threat secured. I'm going, I just went to eBay on the homepage. So I don't know what was going on with that, but that was number 2. But the winner for the glitch of the week.
Okay.
So you're aware, oh, thank you very much. You're aware that everybody else hit the like button. That I had a Facebook auction on Monday, correct?
I'm aware because I asked.
So I was at my Facebook auction, and I was out in the 3 Seasons room, and my phone usually gets the little thing warning me that it's overheating with a little temperature and all that.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, it started going, oh, max headroom, and then cannot open camera, shut down. And I ended up having to restart, not the phone, but restart the Facebook 4 times. The 4th time, it finally was running again. So I had to do the auction right over here in the living room on the floor, my knees on the floor, putting the stuff down, right underneath it. I want to thank everybody. I know Don was there and a few other people were there. I want to thank everybody who came to it. I was happy with the results and everybody put up with me. So I definitely do appreciate that. So what I've done now, at least for the duration of the summertime, because I can't get the 3 Seasons room cold enough, I'm going to be doing it in the liquor room.
Nice.
And so I did the Whatnot auction over there as well.
Yeah, he's not an alcoholic. He has a room called the liquor room. Yep. It's a pretty good sized room too.
It's a huge room. I had to move all the bottles away just to be able to get
it's
the
like the
stuff there.
ephemera room. There's ephemera all over the place. This one, there's liquor all over the place.
Hey, you've seen it. You can't tell me I'm lying.
Unfortunately, I'm going to take you up on that lesson in August when I get done with my kids' travel baseball games.
But here's the crazy thing about the Facebook auction. Now, I don't know very much at all about Facebook. So Craig, the guy at Vintage Syndicate and Ephemera, I called him last week and I discussed with him how do you tag people, and he explained to me how to tag people. So I friended a bunch of people in the group and I went to tag them. I tag them all. These people cannot be tagged. They're not members of the group. Among the people that I tagged were Craig and Bob, who started the group. So apparently they kicked themselves out of the group while I was tagging them. I don't know. Kind of crazy.
Liquor room. Well, I got the Sports Illustrated room and the Playboy room at the warehouse. So yeah, I guess we all have our rooms.
Postcard house. There you go.
Exactly.
Well, Popeyes went in with a liquor house, then we definitely need to intervene.
All right. Sounds good.
Couple of other things. Site changes. So we talked last week about Amazon having raised the price of postage.
Yes.
Where it was $3.49, well, eBay was still $3.19.
Yeah.
Amazon announced that was intentional.
Okay, good for
That
them.
Prime Day was coming,
Right.
and they didn't want to be messing with the postage during Prime Day, so they started the postage early, but they'll refund us the overage. And if you do not what Amazon said in their official announcement, if you were overcharged and you do not automatically receive the money back
Yeah.
within 30 days, do contact them
So for every media mail sale, they're going to do that.
during that 1 week
Sounds like
period.
a lot of work and complicated, but whatever.
Well, here's my thought, and I don't know. Say I sold 10 media mail items during the period, and I
Yeah.
paid $3 too much. Am I going to monitor that?
No.
Is it really worth my monitoring it? And you know how difficult it is to talk with anybody at Amazon.
Right.
So I'm going to monitor it. I'm going to say, oh, they owe me $3.30, and then I'm going to get about $50 worth of aggravation to get my $3.30
Well,
back.
especially if you're 90% of the sellers that ship out Life magazines for media mail. Why would you complain? You're still beating the system either way.
That is true. That is very true. Very true. Oh, the other change too, and I don't know if you noticed this. I know you do promoted listings. Have you changed all your promoted listings? Do you have anything under 2%?
No, I think they're all like four to whatever. Well, you adjust them at one point. So I think they're all like whatever the average is, or 5, 4, 5, 6, something like that.
So one thing you will notice, if you had promotions for less than 2% and you've not changed them, if you go into where all of your listings are, and it'll tell you the item specifics recommended, the item specifics needed, the best offers sent, all that, all in the dashboard over there. There now is a spot where it says promoted listings not showing, and if you click on that, it'll show you all of your promoted listings that are under 2%. So that is available over there. You can click on it. I've not fooled around with it yet to see if you could change it in bulk. But I do see where it says you can click on it and you can change them individually. I have 4, so I'm not too worried about it one way or the other.
Note to self: have paper going. Check it Monday. Okay, moving on.
Yeah, right. Yep, that's kind of my thought. My thought is they got caught with their hand in a bag and we were planning on doing that. Time for insulting offer of the week. Mr. Magazine, you had S-ton of them.
I did have a lot.
But I'm gonna let you tell.
What bothers me
Go ahead.
are the people that make 10 of those offers, 10 insulting offers. It's usually, honestly, sports cards. Those are it's always a sports card, sports memorabilia, super low. But was this the card? It was like a $10 card.
Oh, I've got a couple of them printed out over
So
here.
all my cards under $20 are free shipping, standard envelope, obviously. But I had one guy make a bunch of offers for $1 each with the free shipping. Even if I'm combining them.
Well, here's a gentleman. He made you an offer on an Alshon Jeffrey Bears 2012 Topps rookie card autograph, 17 out of 50.
Yep.
You wanted $24.79. He offered you $2, but he was also nice enough to make a second offer on a different card of $1 on an $18 card.
Yeah.
So he was offering you $3 on $42 worth of cards.
This is a professional athlete. I would say he's average. He's probably made a Pro Bowl or two. He autographed it.
Out of 50.
Out of 50. It's his rookie card. And you're offering a couple bucks. I mean, if he went to a show, he'd be $50 to $75. Guaranteed his signature. It's crazy.
Well, you also had a gentleman on a Midnight Magazine, fall 1984, Michael Jackson, because your people cannot spell Michael Jackson to save their lives.
Sure, it's Michael.
Michael Jackson Thriller. You wanted $18. He offered $1.26, and there was another $20 magazine that he offered you $1.44 on.
Yeah, I think he offered one at half price, and then wanted to package those together. So we get 3 magazines for $13 and 1 shipping. So it's like $20 for 3 magazines, pretty much. Yeah, yeah. People are nuts.
Well, I had my insulting offer. We're going to go across the pond for it. I wanted 37 pounds, and the guy offered me 4 pounds. Now, usually, when you lose 33 pounds, it's a good thing.
I would love to lose 33, 34 pounds.
In this instance, I said, I need all the pounds I can get, so I declined politely. But I do have a little more understanding of the overseas people making the really low offers because I know that they do have high shipping.
Yeah.
So I'm more willing to not accept. I'm not going to accept the offer, but more willing to say, okay, I understand why they're making the offer because they're
Right.
looking at it and it's like, this is something small and I'm paying $22 shipping for it.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, I understand where they might make a lower offer because of that, but that was that. A couple of other
All right.
things over there.
Probably 100,000
Ooh.
cards out of the house.
Wow,
That would be nice.
That's impressive, Popeyes.
Yeah.
And for once, they didn't go into your warehouse or my house.
Yeah. Thank God.
Wow, that is absolutely insane.
Awesome.
Hey, good for you. Good for you on that. The from other sellers thinking sending lowball offers won't be accepted shows like account activity. That's actually an interesting thought. I'd never thought of that.
Yeah. I wish I had that time in my hands, but yeah, it doesn't surprise me.
Well, no, that's a good thought on his part,
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
Basically, one thing that I've noticed, and I'm in the Primetime has a Whatnot Facebook group, and I guess a thing that goes on Whatnot that I wasn't aware of, and thank goodness, knock on wood, it hasn't happened to me yet, is apparently other sellers will go into people's feeds and like ridicule them.
Really? Heckle them?
Heckle them, yeah, basically, yeah.
And say like what? Like your
like-
comments are junk?
Like one guy had he was doing an auction and starting this is according to what he put in the thing. He had a Funko. He was starting at $11 and the guy comes in, why would you buy that for 11? You can buy it on Amazon for 10. Oh gosh, this
jeez.
guy's got crazy prices. You shouldn't shop with him.
Right.
Doing stuff like that. And I'm saying, I know it's cutthroat, but still,
Yeah.
I guess maybe being in the ephemera world, it's not really that cutthroat because the item that I have is not the item that you have,
Right.
generally speaking.
Sure.
Whereas a Funko, they made, I don't know,
But
50,000
again,
of it.
who has time on their hands to do that? Like, he doesn't want you to buy it from him either. He wants you to buy it from Amazon. So it's not like the guy saying, hey, come buy my comics cheaper, buy my Funkos cheaper. He's saying, go somewhere else and buy them. I mean, you're like crazy.
Oh, thank you, Popeyes. That's good to know. 50 cents a card. So if I ever do pick up a big postcard lot of stuff, and I've seen some of the stuff, gone to a couple of your auctions, you got some quality stuff. But that's good to know. I love it. And I've got somewhere on my list over here, I've got Whatnot to talk about really quickly. Customer issues. I had one. I had a National Geographic that I sold, which
Good for
I
you.
never exactly. I would never list again, but it was like February 1932 or something other like that. And a gentleman bought it, and he said, "Please clean it and ship it safely." And I'm like, "Sir, you didn't pay for the cleaning service.
Yeah, right.
That's $24.95 extra for the cleaning service.
Exactly.
You get it the way that it's listed. If you want to get it and you want to go have it steam cleaned, you do whatever you'd like with it.
Yeah.
I'm not, I don't know what he wants. A deep clean? I don't really know what he wants. It's been in the bag since I listed
Yeah.
it. You're getting the bag. I mean, that's just the way that it is.
Is that for Whatnot? Is he
Yeah.
banned something? Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Good.
Yep. You apparently have been banned because you haven't been in there at all.
Yeah.
Couple of other, one interesting thing. So I was going through today on my unpaid bidders. Now I tend to give people a lot of time to pay, and you do as well. You give
Yeah.
them a week minimal. You give from 7 to 13 days, and I know eBay likes 4 days. I give whenever I think of looking at it, so I give 7 to 10 days generally. So there was a gentleman who lowballed me with an offer on a Billy Cunningham basketball card, and I turned down his offer. Then he made a little bit higher offer, and I'm like, something, this has been sitting there since 2012. I'll take the offer.
Yeah.
Took the offer, no problem. He didn't pay for it. So I'm like, well, usually what I do if somebody doesn't pay for something is I'll invoice them a second time.
Yeah.
I'll give them a chance, I'll
Sure.
invoice them, because it doesn't happen that often. So I clicked on it to send the guy an invoice, and I got the following. Sorry, invoice cannot be sent as there are issues with the buyer's account. So then I'm like, what the heck? I've never seen that warning
Yeah.
before. So I click through, because he had 11 feedback and everything. So I click through on the item, and it has his name, 11 feedback, and it says not a registered user. And I know eBay has done a lot of changes and has done a lot of things with the unpaid bidders, and I know they're trying to get people to pay in 4 days. If somebody from eBay sees this, if someone hasn't paid, and they're no longer a registered user, you should probably have it automated where it closes it out, credits us back, and relists the item. Because if you stop and you think about it, and I realize it would cost them a little bit of money, but how many people don't stay on top of it, would never realize the guy didn't pay? I mean, well, eBay got some fees out of it when it sold and everything. Who knows on all that kind of stuff. So just, it's not really that hard to program, I can't imagine. Not registered user, anything the guy hasn't paid for gets ended and relisted. Anyone having a glitch of shipping an item first class and the buyer received getting a note attached to the package saying amount due for priority. Whoa.
Yeah, I mean, only if we underweighted, I guess.
Yeah, but even then, you and I both get those. Daniel, what venue are you shipping through? Is that through eBay or? Because we usually get the notifications from the post office saying that they undercharge.
I did get a package returned though, and it's funny because it was supposed to go to Seattle. It had the flight sticker to Seattle. I think my employee listed it as 15 ounces. It was 4 pounds.
Oh.
So it came back with $13 due, but I didn't have to pay it. He just said, make a new label. So it went to Seattle. Instead of giving it to the guy and charging him or charging me, they flew it back to Rochester. Told me I had to pay $12, but then the driver said, no, I didn't have to. Just make a new label, which I did.
I think Daniel told us what the site it was.
Crazy.
Only 3 ounce package, USPS.
3 ounce, that's crazy.
Wow, and they're trying to get priority out of you.
Yeah. Ron's in the house. Juicy Ron, what's up?
Wow. eBay will probably just let them re-register and let them open an item not received.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah, but on the plus side, Popeyes, if they didn't do things like that, what would you do videos about, right?
Yeah.
Couple of other things. I'm having a little bit of a problem on Whatnot, mainly putting things together for the auction. I need a staging area in the garage because I'm out there, I'm stepping on boxes, I'm tripping, I banged my ankle today on a pallet. It's just a mess out there. So I was able to go out there today and I was able to pick enough stuff for the next Whatnot auction, ephemera auction.
I was going to get one for you too for next week too.
For the comic or the ephemera?
Comics.
Okay.
Yeah, I could do that as well. Either one.
Yeah, ephemera's Tuesdays at 4 and comics are Thursdays at 4. So, right now, again, if I don't, and I've done it, I've noted in a video, one of the haul videos that we did, I noted in there about how what you need to do when you're looking at a collection is you need to establish a beachhead. And I need to establish a beachhead in the garage that this is where I'm staging stuff at, this stuff I've already looked at, and just work my way across. Because otherwise I'm just all over the place.
How about a sorting area though? Because wouldn't it be good, like here's a couple longs, sort them A through Z as you're staging,
Yeah, I've got I need like 5 more garages is what I need. You know what I should do? This weekend, if I finish all the liquor in the liquor room, I'll have more room.
Well, we got to get rid of the record room and make a record room at the warehouse.
Oh, yeah, you got to get these records.
You tell me when. I'll bring it next week.
Right now I'm bailing water on the Titanic using a teaspoon, unfortunately. So are you coming by tomorrow?
I can't. I apologize.
I can't. So to everybody out there, tomorrow I have finally reached a deal with Mr. Magazine to buy his comics. I gave him $200 for the comic books, and we're going to be putting them up, and hopefully I make more than $200 off of them. He drove a hard bargain. He said, look, there's a Thundercats #1 in there. There's a Venom graded 9.0 CGC Venom, which title is it?
It's Venom #1, the red
Lethal Protector,
red foil series, yep.
Yep, so that's coming up tomorrow at 4 o'clock. If you're a comic fan, you definitely do want to check it out. I got $200 into it. I'm hoping to make a couple of dollars. Next week, either I'm going to be crying the blues or he's going to be crying the blues. So it's going to be a winning show one way or the other next week. One of us is going to be crying.
Lose. I know what I'm getting.
Well, unless they go for like $8,000 somehow. Sure, yeah. And then you'll be going, what happened?
Well, hopefully you get a lot for the Thundercats. I got 50 more back at the warehouse. So
I was putting Whatnot auction lots together today. Found a postcard folder, a golf course in Cuba for the 20s. It sells for $175. Nice. Wow, nice job. Yeah, and that's kind of what I'm doing as well. I found when I was going out there, and we've mentioned this in a couple of videos. Do check out our Saturday videos, the Bolo videos. I found a couple of little religious prayer cards that were relic cards, which, do you know what a relic card is? They basically touched a little piece of cloth to something that had to do with the saint. And the one goes for 20 to 25, and the other goes for about $40 to $50.
Oh, nice.
And it was just sitting in a box out there. So I said, yeah, I'm going to definitely list these couple because they're two. I mean, and how much room does a prayer card take up?
Yeah.
Not a lot.
How far back do they go? Like, when's the earliest relic cards?
I didn't know this. There's first state relic, second state relic, and third state relics, which I didn't know the first thing about. First state. Oh, look at this. We're going to learn a little bit today. First state is like an actual piece of the saint, like his bone or something like that. Second state is something that the saint had during his lifetime. So like a prayer book from the saint or something like that would be second state. And then third state is something that you took and touched the first or second state. I had no idea about any of that, and now I do.
You lost me at first. Well, Jeff, if you're selling Thundercats #1 for $10, you're ripping yourself off. They're like $50 to $100 raw right now. Actually, they've come down in price. They were hotter like when they were supposed to make the movie a year or two ago, but they're still pretty solid.
Now everybody's clamoring and sending Jeff out his messages saying, "I'll take a whole bunch. I'll take a whole bunch."
Buy them all.
Yeah, and I haven't been cherry picking on the stuff because mostly what I'm listening over and whatnot are things like photos and things like that I don't do. But I happen to do prayer cards, so this is something.
All right, Juicy Balls in the house. Another live one. Good. Not too bad.
So one other quick thing I wanted to hit, and then we're going to get into the main topic today. I don't know, this isn't exactly Cardi B on the economy. Unfortunately, she's not issued any more statements about it. But for the first time in 20-some years, the dollar is actually stronger than the euro. And what does that mean? It means that the prices for people overseas are insane compared to what they historically have been. So certainly expect more lowball offers from international buyers because their money is not going nearly as far.
Wow.
And I've definitely noticed I'm not selling hardly anything internationally. And I'm wondering if anybody else out there has noticed with the strong dollar that things are just not selling internationally. How about you,
it
Mr.
goes in
Magazine?
spurts. I'll sell like 5 magazines one day internationally, then nothing for 3-4 days. So it's weird, yeah.
Yeah, a couple of days ago, the euro and the dollar were basically at par, and the dollar is actually stronger than the euro. I read this morning, so that's gonna be hurting the international sales certainly for the the people that count on that and sell things overseas regularly.
Well, I think the stock market too would be affected by that. No.
Yeah, it's all intertwined nowadays. Yeah. Certainly is. So we're gonna head on into the main topic, which, as usual, Mr. Magazine has no idea what it is.
Nope.
That always makes it fun. This actually came to me, but I know you've also felt this way recently. And it's a question that I want to ask all of you out there, and I kind of want to give a little bit of a pep talk as well. How do you keep going when you just want to quit? And this came to me, and I'm going to tell you why this came to me. I've been incredibly busy with the whatnot, the Facebook auctions, just so busy. I mean, literally running around. I don't have a spare second at this moment. And I was trying to find a book up in the attic, crawling around on my knees in the attic when it's about 110 degrees up there, sweat pouring off my face. I wasn't able to find the book that I was looking for. I'm cursing up a storm, check all the boxes around it, it's not there. I come back down, I look at it again. I had the wrong cover in my head of what book it was. So it was up there all along.
Yeah, that'll do it.
So I had to go back up there, crawl back across it because you can't stand up and walk across it because of the way the beams are. And of course it was the furthest over. Crawl over there, finally find the book, come back downstairs and do it. And I'm saying, what am I doing this for? Because it's a book that's sold for like $6.
Right.
So what am I doing this for? I'm sweating like a pig for a $6 sale. That by the time you take all the fees off, you take everything off. I made $2 for it or $1 for it for 10 minutes of my life.
If I gave you $3 right now and said go do the same thing, you'd probably say no, I don't need $3. Unless
we have the GoPro, because that would be good content. But yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. I would not do it. So. And I know you have, on a few different occasions, wanted to throw in the towel. Not not legitimately
Yeah.
wanted to, but express displeasure at everything going on because everything hits you at once.
Well, it's
What
like,
keeps you going?
It's fun for me, so I enjoy the thrill to buy the collection. Even the employees, at the shop, we, crack jokes and have fun. So I look forward to it. I don't look forward to get up at 3 in the morning. I don't look forward to printing orders, but for the grand scheme of things, I enjoy my job. I collect things that I buy and sell, so it's great. But then this last year with the whole wage thing and these employees getting wages and it's not enough, and
Yeah, these darn employees, you have to pay them.
well, again,
Oh, I just thought you said the
in-
employees
in-
getting wages.
In 20 years, I've always said, hey, you're making this, and they're happy. Or they'll say, hey, can I have this? And we go back and forth a little bit. But nowadays, it's like we're giving 50% more wages, and they still want more. So it's just
I'm
frustrating.
sure you're getting 50% more work.
Well, no, I don't. But it's just very frustrating. And some of them aren't great workers, and they still want more. So, I need hands. I need people,
Well,
whether they're good or
let
bad.
me
I
ask
need
a
people.
question.
Sure.
How many people have the self-awareness to say, I'm not a good worker?
I don't know of any. None. None.
I mean, I have the self-awareness at my age that if
Yeah.
you said to me, I'm going to hire you to repair machines at the laundromat, I'm going to tell you, no, I'm not going to do it because you're going to end up paying me $300 for something that should take 4 minutes.
Right.
No, you don't
Right.
want to do that. I have
Sure.
enough self-awareness of what I can and cannot do.
Yeah.
But if you hired me, most people will sit there and say, I'm a good worker.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like with driving. They did a study, and like 70% of drivers feel they're better than average.
Well, another thing too is they always compare themselves to the worst worker to make them look great, but they'll never compare themselves to the best worker either. But it goes with the territory. But it's just frustrating that it's hard getting good help, and the help that I have that's not good, they still want more money. So, and I need employees. I can't just shut down the warehouse, shut down sales. I have to keep them going.
Well, you're in a, for good or for bad, you are in a predicament because you built your business up to that level that you could not do it by yourself.
Right.
If I
Well,
suddenly,
and I'm working way more, and I'm more tired. Which normal, but yeah, we don't have the grunt people like the warehouse is not in shambles, but there's a lot of areas that have not been attended to that need some organizing and stuff, and we just haven't had the time or the people to do it. But hopefully we'll shoot for August or something, try it out.
whereas if I suddenly said in 87 weeks 2 days, but who's counting, that I want to go and take a sailboat from here to France, I could.
I hope you have your GoPro.
Yeah, that would be great.
And a lot of memory sticks, memory cards.
Think I can do StreamYard in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean when I'm trying to rig the sails?
I'd love to see it.
I don't even know if you rig sails, but that sounds like something,
Yeah.
starboard.
Yeah.
Avast ye, matey.
Right, yeah.
But if I wanted to do that, I could put everything on vacation
Right.
because I'm a one-man band,
Yeah.
and so I would be able to do that. You don't have that luxury.
No.
By no means. You are over a barrel if all of a sudden all of your employees, and I'm not giving them any ideas here, but if they were to suddenly unionize and say, we
Yeah.
need this and picket you, what are you going to do? I mean, what could you do?
Right.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
You can't.
Well, and sadly, the deals keep coming, and even though my funds are a little tighter right now, I'm still trying to buy the good deals, whether it's long term or short term, and a lot of the good stuff sitting. Where if I had 5 to 10 really good listers, we'd probably be making triple the sales we're making right now. And that's what's sad.
So, I guess the question is, how do you, or what causes you? I guess
Well,
part of it is you have to. You don't really have a lot of options.
I have bills to pay, commitments. I have a family. I do like nice things, so I don't want them coming to repossess the AMG. So, but yeah, I mean, and I want there's things that I want that I can't afford right now, whether it be a Amazing Fantasy 15 or a new house or whatever the case may be. And if I
Are
go
you gonna have a
backwards-
liquor room in that house?
I hope so. We have liquor tubs all over the apartment upstairs above the shop, but yeah, I mean, I just keep going. I want good things in life. I want to get out of debt. I have goals, and I've never been a quitter, and I can't scale down the warehouse. So I'm stuck, and I want to, I might as well keep trying to grow when opportunity presents itself.
See, and I come at it from a different vantage point. I don't want to sound cocky here, but I don't need the money from the online stuff. I mean, it helps. It definitely helps. I'm not going to say it doesn't, but I've got the day job. So I was thinking about, why do I keep doing it? What drives me to do it? And I'll give a perfect example. I had the Facebook auction on Monday, and I put up some cloth kids books.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the people at the auction said, "Oh my God, I had that book when I was a kid," and they won it. And they were so happy that they won it.
Yeah.
And we're like, "I'm so glad I got that book. That's so awesome. I had it when I was a kid." And things like that are what, when I can reunite something like that, and I can give people memories, and I can give people a positive, for me, that really does it.
Sure.
You know, what's $7 one way or the other if I sell something? But if somebody emails me back and tells me a story that, "Oh, my dad was in that," or, you know, this happened, that happened, and this always, you know, is something cherished to me.
Right.
That's what keeps me going on it. And I'm kind of curious what keeps you going, and how you do it on a bad day. I guess we all have to realize that the bad day it's a bad day or a bad week is what it is. It's not always going to be that way. You know, the sun will come out tomorrow. You can bet your bottom dollar there'll be sun.
Now, do you love it when they say, "Hey, I want you to pull out this magazine and turn to page 16 and, show me the picture of my father"?
I would like it if they purchased it. One thing I do notice on that, though, is a lot of people, when they do that, will say, "If this picture is in there, I will buy it."
Right.
Because I think they've been
that I don't mind. Right.
so often been
I don't
told
like
by
the
people I
fact that
can't
they
do
go,
it.
"Is it complete?" And I say, "Yeah, it's complete." Well, is this in there? Well, I don't know if it's supposed to be in there. If it's supposed to be in there, it's in there.
All right, we're going to divert for a second. No, you're absolutely true, Jeff. You ever notice drivers going slower and you are idiots and going faster are maniacs? Well, it's like I've always said, we're not a political show, but I've always said what we need to do, we need to heavily tax the rich, and I define the rich as anyone that makes $1 more than me. And if we always have that sliding scale, I'll always be happy.
Question, getting off topic regarding drivers. Did you teach random neighborhood kid to drive?
I helped, yes.
How old was he when you first took him out?
16.
You waited till he was 16? Okay.
Yeah.
So you never took him like in a parking lot or anything like
No,
that?
no. Nope.
Gotcha. Okay. Just curious.
Wow, that was out of nowhere over. But that's kind of, I'm addicted. I wish eBay gave more listings with the store packages. My biggest problem right now is $3,000 a month for the enterprise. Ooh, doesn't work with my high volume, low price cards. Yeah, that's you have the enterprise, correct?
Yes.
It's that much?
Yeah, well, you know.
Well, I don't remember.
I send you the. Well, I hope you write it down every year. I hope we're expensing it.
No,
every
we
year.
don't expense. I don't expense
Yeah.
anything on eBay.
Yeah, jeez, that's crazy.
We got to make your numbers look better and drive more
Thanks.
people to the channel.
Exactly.
But yeah, that's what that's what it comes down to me to get me through it. Is I have a passion for selling, and we're building a community. We really are. We're building a community here. We're building a community on, well, you wouldn't know about this, but on Whatnot.
Oh, really?
We're building a community on Facebook.
Good for us.
When you see the same people show up, and I've seen people from the Facebook, Daniel Wasaki is in the Facebook group.
Cool.
He's over here now. Barbara Angro is. A couple of other people have come there. I know Dawn has gone over there. We've got people that are on the Whatnot, Jiminy Flippit. We've been on his show. He comes in, I stop in his Whatnot, Popeyes. I stop in his, he stops in mine. And we're all kind of a big community, and that drives me as well. It's just one of those, hey, who's going to come to the auction today? Who can I reunite with great stuff? And I know a lot of the people buying from me on Whatnot especially, well, same thing on Facebook, a lot of them are dealers.
Yeah.
And that makes me happy too that, hey, I can go and pick stuff at a sale
Right.
and sell it to a dealer who needs to make money.
Yeah.
And I still made money.
Sure.
Because I'm out there picking, and I've also got the network of the people that I buy from at all the sales and the flea markets and all that. So it's almost like a big happy family kind of deal.
Yeah.
And that was another thing too when I was reading on the Whatnot board about how people were coming in and heckling and all that. I'm like, I don't understand that.
It's crazy, yeah.
Again, there's enough money out there for all of us. We're all going to do well enough.
Yeah.
As long as you're willing to put your nose to the grindstone and you do your business right,
Yeah, absolutely.
you'll do fine. You may stumble along the way occasionally. You may get into a purchase that you don't make money on, but you learn from that.
Yeah, for sure.
And then you can end up building something. So I think we're building a nice community, and that keeps me going as well.
Yes. But yeah, Dan, I get a lot of those too, where they love the packaging, they're so happy, and I send those along the emails right to my packers because usually they're used the packers are used to getting emails saying, "Hey, this broke, this was packaged like crap," when it really wasn't. So I'm like, hey, I'll give them some feel good emails every now and then. But yeah, very cool.
Yeah, no, that definitely is nice too. Thank you, Dan, for sharing. No, that's nice too.
Joe wants you to sing.
Reunited, and it feels so good.
I feel like you sang that already a couple weeks ago.
Reunited like we knew it would.
All right, moving on, Junie. Flip it.
Yeah, and that definitely, and you're consistent as well. You've got your Monday show, which we've never been invited back to once we were on it.
New to you's in the house. How's it going?
Hey, New to you. New to you does a lot of things on and Instagram too. We do a lot of stuff over on Instagram, and I talk to Jiminy over on Instagram all the time. Got a few other people.
I'm adding a lot of followers for us.
Yes, you are. That's a whole other story. Got a gentleman from Wales that reaches out to me on Instagram. We got the people reaching out to us. So it's, I kind of feel on those bad days as well, even in the midst of the worst day that I could be having, and I know you've done this as well, and I know I've said this to you before. I've said, and you just get this look on your face every once in a while, something absolutely terrible will have happened to you.
Yeah.
And I thank you, and I say, thank you. You're thinking of the show. You're giving us content. Thank you.
Great.
That's
Perfect.
just what you want to hear in the middle of a terrible day where I'm thanking you for giving us content. But it's absolutely right. We can take the worst thing that happens to us, sit here and talk about it, and we all get a good laugh about it.
Yeah.
Mainly at your expense, hopefully.
Well, hopefully I don't get kicked off any platform, then we make a joke about it, because then it probably won't be fun.
That'd be funny.
It would be funny with me choking you in life.
But so I want to thank everybody as well. You're part of what helps me get through those days where I'm crawling around in 110-degree attics trying to get stuff. Wishing I could do the because actually the area of the attic I was in is 2 stories above the liquor room, and I was thinking I could do like a Tom
Fall through
Cruise
the floor?
Tom Cruise Mission Impossible, come down and grab the straight rye and head back up.
Or there's a rat up there and you burst through the roof.
There you go. Yeah, I definitely would be standing on a chair screaming if there were a mouse up there. But so that's kind of what gets me going, and I want to thank everybody out there as well, because again, that was a rough day, and it's been a rough couple of days for me. But I got we all got to keep soldiering on.
Yeah.
I think I need a vacation. I think that's really what it comes down to. That's what it is. But and then the other thing too is just the fun of buying. I think you absolutely love that as well.
Yeah. It's fun.
Obviously.
It's an obsession, an addiction, but I guess it's not a bad one,
Well, no, because bottom line, unless you're a complete idiot about what you're buying, you're not going to lose money.
Right. Exactly.
It's just not going to happen. So I want to thank everybody out there. Thank you even more if you hit the like button.
Absolutely.
But we're going to head on into the rambling story of the week. Do you have anything? Because I do have something, but it's a rambler.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's a Nash Rambler.
No, I got a floor 10.7, but a real quick one.
Go ahead. You can go first.
All right,
We're
it's
a
real
little
quick.
early
So,
today.
the floor guys that put the epoxy flooring into the other rooms, not the leaking rooms, they were done. But then when the guys came in to do the flooring and put the trenches in, they had to cut out the ground all the way around the perimeter of the basement. So then they had to re-cement it. So now in those areas that I paid to have done nice, they're unfinished on the walls. So the original epoxy guy called him back. He was, I said I would do it for you, no problem. It won't take long, free of charge, because he made some mistakes and cost me extra money and so forth. So this has been going on for 2 weeks, that he's going to do it the next day, the next day, the next day.
And tomorrow never comes.
And it's like, they said we already have the material. It'll take us like an hour. It's not a lot of area. It's just around 2 little rooms around the edges. And again, they can't find time to get there every day. It's always something. The generator broke down, or we're in Canandaigua, we're going to get out late. We'll get to it tomorrow. So they promised tomorrow. It's been 2 weeks. Friday at the latest. So we will see.
I wish I knew the tune. She told me mañana, but tomorrow never comes.
For sure. I'm not jealous of tomorrow.
I'm going to get the address wrong because it's been a couple of days, but work with me that this is a real address, because I don't remember the real address. But Do you know where 6316 Route 20A in Perry, New York is?
Nope.
Neither does Google Maps.
Mm.
Guess where Paperboy had to go for his day job on Monday?
Route, whatever you said.
Whatever that address I just made up was, yes. That's where I had to go. So I'm driving down. I'm on Route 20, no problem. I leave in plenty of time. I'm driving down. And I'm looking at the numbers, and I forget even what number I said. I wanted, I don't know, 6112, whatever it is. Oh, 6100, 6104. There's no house where it's supposed to be. Nothing's where it's supposed to be. So I drive by it, and of course, I'm on Route 28, so it's a main street. So I got somebody right on my butt the whole way. Find a place to turn around, come back, look for it again, still can't find it. So I pull into a side street, and it's called Suckerbrook, was the name of the road that I'm on.
You sure are.
I am a sucker, all right. I pull onto Suckerbrook Road, and I pull out my phone for the GPS. It tells me I am 4.7 miles away from where I want to be.
Okay.
I said, wow, are there 220As? I mean, how is this possible?
Right.
Then I look at the map. It shows I'm 2 houses away from it. It literally was having me drive north, go east, go south, go west to get to, instead of turning my car around.
Map glitch of the week. Well, the funny thing is, my wife and son argue with me all the time because I always use MapQuest. I'm just used to it. I've always used it. Well, once or twice, it has been wrong. So they said I have to use Google Maps all the time. I go, do you really think MapQuest is wrong 100% of the time? What are the odds? I mean, come on.
Well, here's the great thing about it. So apparently I must have had the radio button clicked for only allow left turns, don't allow turnaround. Apparently that is something on my Google Maps, which nobody knew about. So again, it had me go 4.7 miles when it was 2 houses away. I was actually bright enough to say, I can turn my car around. So I turned my car around, went to where it said, knock on the door. Oh, that's not our address. I said, oh, are you so-and-so? No. Oh, never heard of that person, don't know that address. I said, oh. So I drive back onto the road, call him, he's not home, go back on the road, figure out it's got to be, pull in. It is the corner house. I was literally in front of his house when I was Google mapping him and wasn't able to find him.
Wow.
So that is the fun of working for New York State and being out in the middle of nowhere.
At least you got paid for it.
I did get paid, and I should have gone the long way. I got paid mileage. I would have gotten 4.7 miles to go 3 houses. It would have been 2 houses. It would have been incredible. I'm sure that wouldn't have gotten bounced back. So, everybody, we're going to hear into the last call. MapQuest, there you go. I used to use Yahoo Maps, and that's not even around anymore.
A thing. Is it not a thing anymore? Am I like old or something?
Everybody uses Waze now. That's what they use now.
So not Google Maps?
No, Waze, because Waze will show you where the cops are and all that stuff, too. Yeah. It's interactive and up to date, up to the minute.
WAYS?
WAYZ, I think they do.
Right.
Yeah, they're all, they're all
I gotta get
Gen X, or Gen Z, or Gen whatever.
All
right, everybody, we had a fun show. Let me do the quick little spiel here at the end. Do stop in tomorrow over on Whatnot. Follow Paperboy. I have $200 into the Mr. Magazine collection. Next week, am I going to be dressed like the guy from Monopoly, or am I going to be wearing a giant barrel? That's pretty much the whole question. Where can I buy a giant barrel at the flea market?
Well, I hope your best auction is the one that I sold you.
Then I keep coming back.
It almost has to be, right?
If it's not, then I really got suckered.
Yeah, you're in trouble. Yeah.
So stop by tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Give me a little bit of encouragement, because Mr. Magazine won't be there because he'll be counting his money.
Sure.
Stop by Facebook on Monday at 4 o'clock. I'm starting to put that auction together. I've got some neat stuff for that. And I'm putting together the ephemera auction, 4 o'clock on Whatnot on Tuesday.
Yeah.
And
you're the social media seller.
I am something. And Sunday, hopefully we're able to do it live. I have to get there okay, but we're going to have Dan Fogel and his friend. If we don't do it live, then we'll be definitely just doing a studio show, but I would much rather do it live and open it up to people asking questions. Should be a lot of fun over there as well. If you're over at the Empire Comic Fest on Saturday,
I'll be there in the afternoon.
Mr. Magazine will be appearing in the afternoon.
Yep, and Enforcer says smash the like button. And Enforcer, don't forget to message me about what you wanted to discuss. I'm free after 9.
There you go. And I will be showing up there as well. Be looking for a couple of comic books for my collection.
Me as well. I'm looking for some graded Spideys, maybe Miles Morales, Gwen, whatever.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh.
Stuff I don't have. I like the cool covers,
See, and I think I'm probably, last time I went there, I ended up buying a Marvel Mystery comic. Like Marvel Mystery, I don't know, 67 or 66 or something like that. And real quick, do you know why I ended up buying it? Because it was a guy who priced it at Guide. And those things just don't go for Guide.
Yeah.
They go for a lot more than Guide. And he was somebody that had it priced up at Guide. And I'm
Cool.
like, hey, he's pricing it up at Guide. I'll buy something
You
like
should have
that.
bought his whole table, and then you could have made some money.
I could do it on Whatnot during $5 auctions
Yeah.
at 30 seconds.
Good luck with that. Yeah.
Actually, if you put that up and you marketed that right, I think you would do
That'd be nice,
fairly
yeah.
well,
Yeah.
especially if you're buying it right.
You have the guys with the right deep pockets.
That's true. Well, that is always a problem too, and that's one thing that you worry about too. Is, as people have mentioned on here before, Whatnot is a buyer's market. How many people can keep buying without, you know what I mean? In
Yeah.
other words, if their sales aren't going real great, it's great to be buying,
Yeah.
but you got to have some money coming in as well, because
Sure.
most people don't have unlimited deep pockets.
Right. Yeah.
So should be interesting over there.
True.
But I want to thank everybody for coming on out, and we will see you next show.
Take care. Bye-bye.